One-on-one, I told them rappers I ain't like none of y'all. Dead presidents in the trap, it's a 100 house. I got it in the one, I need to run out. You know how I came in, bitch, that's how I'm going out. Yeah, got a 30 round on me right now. Pull up at your house like a plumber with the pipes out. Yeah, tell them pipe down. Flying in Muhammad Ali, Bumblebee with your bitch. Yeah, I'm feeling like a lights out. Rich your house like a plumber with the pipes out. Yeah, tell them pipe down. Flying in Muhammad Ali, Bumblebee with your bitch. Yeah, I lights out. Yeah, this money get me psyched out.
Why your name Glock for?
Yeah, find out.
Can I peek on them?
No, we ain't taking applications right now. On that bullshit like Chi-Town. 33 pimpin' this bitch, you get gunned down. Yeah, if you ain't getting money, don't come around, nigga. We hustle from sun up to sun. Yeah, this money get me psyched out.
Why your name Glock for?
Yeah, find out.
Can I peek on them?
No, we ain't taking applications right now. On that bullshit like Chi-Town. 33 pimpin' this bitch, you get gunned down. Yeah, if you ain't getting money, don't come around, nigga. We hustle from sun up to sun.
From sun up to sundown, yeah. Money now. Sun up to sundown, money coming in and out. From sun up to sundown, money going round and round, round and round. What goes around comes around. From sun up to sundown, yeah. We get money now. From sun up to sundown, money coming in and out. Sun up to sundown, money going round and round, round and round, round and round.
coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a good AFC matchup on tap between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Cleveland. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
In the course of a game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, the special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Harris starts the drive on the ground, and he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Now a first down carry for Harris. Well, no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? You're talking about the little guy back
Tiny.
there?
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacked there by Jadeveon Clowney.
Now that was a bouncer's nightmare. Front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Let's see what they draw up here. Third and long following the sack of Trubisky. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at the 45-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 45. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down. After he cleared the line of scrimmage, nice little hole developed.
Yeah, he got great blocking right there at the start. But how about his vision, finding the open spaces and letting his feet carry him to him?
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Used to have a coach just tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. You know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game? They covered that play successfully.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
On third down, Brissett. Fires this one downfield for Chubb. He tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. But the good news for them, they got the football. The bad news, they have to go 99 yards here as they start this drive out on their own 1-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
Trubisky's throw complete to Freiermuth. They get 9 there, and in the process escaping their end zone, picking up a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Here's another carry for Harris.
Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the give, this is Harris. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Line, 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down.
And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Well, sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And that one, and even 60 yards in the air. Wow.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point.
Put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Things a lot different than the last time they were on the field. Remember, they threw the interception, gave up the touchdown, and now trailing 7-0 and looking for a response. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 41. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
After the interception, here's Trubisky. Completes it to Watt.
Good sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And I think he's got to be careful if he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. A killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marked up yardage against them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Again, it's Harris, but he will not get to the goal line. In fact, he won't get to the line of scrimmage as they push him back to the 2. On third and goal, Trubisky, touchdown. Chase Claypool, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell, and it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. The Browns drive about to get started. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. Amari Cooper, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Amari Cooper, 81 yards. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed, because let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
That was, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Oh, well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that first quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. John Johnson with the INT. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
A first down throw for Brissett. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. There he goes, right side. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down about the 2-yard line. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll give them credit winning that first snap and forcing an incompletion. They're hoping that'll deflate the offense a little bit after they took the field charged up after taking over after a turnover.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. On 3rd down, Trubisky. That's complete to the former Aggie, Jay Sternberger. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Trubisky to throw again. It's complete to Watt. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get any. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball through the line. Great call from the coaching staff, and even better execution.
Now Austin.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go play action with Trubisky. Blitz coming and down he goes. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Another first down sack. Trubisky, now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. The defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
Boy, it's only a one-score game. Third quarter, mind you, but they're going to go for the onside kick right here. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, it's such a high-stakes scenario. Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 4 yards to pick up, first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, first and 10. Play action. It's Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
As a former defender, I can feel their sigh of relief after that one, because when he breaks out in the pocket and you face a mobile quarterback, he causes all kind of problems in your secondary. They were able to force that incompletion.
Trubisky's throw complete there to Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. Now that play is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Throwing on second and 3. Trubisky. That swung out wide to Harris. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Najee Harris. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is lets you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you've taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. It you got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On the counter, Hunt. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brissett. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Browns. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. The York on now for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it wide to the left. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game. Still just a 2-score game in the 3rd quarter, but they're going to go onside kick here anyway. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen. Steal a possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got his tight end flyer move over the middle, and he's going to get this inside the 30. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignment defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picked up a nice game.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. And just not enough on the throw there, down around his feet and incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jay Sternberger there, and it's third down and 2.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Harris is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead is up to 15 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Browns drive about to get started. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Brissett on first down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are right back in this football game. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Brissett. That's out to Chubb, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards to pick up there. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Brissett now on 2nd down. Oh, fires this one downfield for Chubb. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Cameron Sutton. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down at the 2. So close. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big touchdown.
Jay Sternberger, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Well, it seemed like they they were so focused elsewhere, they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns him there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because they've been spending their time trying to stop them from all angles. This time, the tight end gets them.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to do. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I think a Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. Throwing on second and long. Brissett. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Trubisky wants to throw it. Making the catch is Sternberger. And in for the Steelers, touchdown. Jay Sternberger, his second touchdown of the night. And the Steelers have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And the Steelers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. So they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Yeah, he is marked down right about on top of that imaginary yellow line, but they say he's a bit short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now whistles here before the snap, but it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris, and they'll get him down here at about the 42. Partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
I guess I should ride with Lex.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Ready to get us started, it's Cade York, and off we go from Cleveland. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man downfield is Hill. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for the defender to shadow him across all that ground.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, here's Tua. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by John Johnson. And the Browns will take over here at their own 14-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. 3.5 to go, first quarter. After the turnover, it's Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Carry for the Fordham Ram, Chase Edmonds. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Tagovailoa. He'll get this to his running back, Edmonds. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Here's Tua. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Tyreek Hill on the touchdown pass from Tua. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And down he'll go at the 25. Six 0 our score after one. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do. Successfully, you've got to make sure that everyone is doing their part. You actually have to sell this play. You've got to sell the run action. Otherwise, why do you stop at the running back? You just run straight for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Oh, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On third down, Rosen. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Here we go, set. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards, 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught. Cooper. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. And now it's Rosen looking. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's 10.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Dolphins will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
This is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Browns' drive about to get started. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And he will have a first down as they're in the field goal range now at the 30. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. That's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now Tua. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Yeah, we kind of sensed that one. He got a little too far forward before throwing, and that one will set them back.
And remember, at the NFL level, being aware of where the line of scrimmage is crucial. And here's the other part. Any part of the quarterback's body that's near that line of scrimmage, he's going to get the benefit of the doubt. So he was clearly over the line.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Final adjustments being made in the locker room. We're just about set for the second half from Cleveland. And to bring it your way, we go back up to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaud.
No mercy, no mercy.
And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Play action here with Rosen. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The handoff to Ford up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rosen firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Chubb. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. They'll try again with Chubb. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Rosen off the play action. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
York able to send this one through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick.
So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And now it's 2nd down.
Come on, set. Come on, 38. Ready?
Off a play action. Tagovailoa.
No mercy.
Got a man here. It's Wilson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
In on the tackle is the lineman, Perrion Winfrey.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw.
That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And the Dolphins are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Here's Mostert. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
No mercy.
Raheem Mostert taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Dolphins have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. The two are going to try and throw for it.
It's complete. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for 2 is going to come up empty. After the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off Byron Jones.
And the Dolphins are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10
at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They fake the handoff, now Tua.
This will be caught, it's Waddle.
It's a big play there for Miami. 58 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Edmonds. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Chase Edmonds. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
This time, the extra point up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards.
Like Crow, this shit crazy.
to get started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That's good for a Cleveland first down and 11-yard pickup. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Brissett. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And got his man complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They go play action with Brissett. This is caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Chubb. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on second and goal. They'll give it to him again. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Nick Chubb. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Browns are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. And he is not going to be able to break free as they wrap him up right at the line of scrimmage. And the try for two is going to come up empty. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A nice job there on the escape and scramble of first down, a 16-yard gain. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And now here's another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And not much room there as he'll get it up only to about the 21. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Brissett on fourth down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on Looks like he'll throw here. Flush to his right. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Play action, now it's Tua. Got his sins, Dolphins. Touched it, lead to 4 scores now here in this fourth quarter. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Get made any plan. It's running. You can have to a racing forge. Much been a carbon copy.
Yeah, that are almost insurmountable. If they do have this one is getting go, and they can try.
He's going to let it. Got him complete. A big that time shot or timeout. That'll be their third final stop. Throw it. Avenge as they into their deficit. Ryan for it. And to be throwing to.
Make sure you never use it first. If they're going to throw, the guy catch. Getting to this, this one to the wrist tongue on first. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And the Dolphins are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line. This one to themselves. I tried to words, but it was much more made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that did in the first half. Nice to watch.
Variety.
Interesting, an onside kick to start this thing.
Variety.
Offense will try to cheer them on home.
What a great total where they're questioned to be in the stands anymore. So an unsuccessful game.
They'll root. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Short a few. Fourth. Rick Wilson. Pick up a chunk of your boot. Now.
bring it out of the end zone. Offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Henney taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
No mercy.
Now Henney. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off Byron Jones. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse, and this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd down, Henney. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. To give some credit to the defense.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And some room to work. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he... You could tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
Ready?
Michel is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. coastered. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. Offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because the reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they failed. Now the pressure back on their offense to pick themselves up and negate the touchdown that was just given up.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
They've had multiple opportunities on offense and still haven't scored any points. Felt like they wanted to loosen things up, throw it downfield, and see if maybe they could get a big play and a quick strike.
And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Henne. Open man. It's the tight end Kelce. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 28. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And Gordon's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. They'll look to throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a 2nd quarter onside kick. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And the Dolphins are going to recover. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
Another carry for Michelle on 2nd down. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to pass. Tua. Forced out to his left. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Tua Tagovailoa taking it in from 14 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
first half has been rough, and that safety, it only adds to their issues. The other sideline, though, I think they're fine if we just skip the break and keep playing.
At the line, ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow, and I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic
and the ball is out. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do. That play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down the defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there. Someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Henny, he'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey as the first half is winding down. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Well, it is still a lopsided score, so they're going to try a second quarter onside kick. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go. 10 cycles.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
The final adjustments taking place here for both of these squads. They're about ready for the second half in Kansas City. And for the call, we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance. But one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Edmonds. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds, and they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, this is Edmonds. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 15-yard line. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. Down inside the 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Chase Edmonds with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins have got it on cruise control. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Xavier Howard.
And the Dolphins force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 47.
A run with Mostert up the middle.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. This one complete to Jalen Waddle.
And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Jalen Waddle, 46 yards. And the Dolphins extend their lead yet again.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. Now a crease
the 35 to the 36. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
On 2nd and 10, Henning. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game from here to the end. Make sure it's a good one and close it out.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And my goodness, another interception. Nick Needham picks it off. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things, but these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not where they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover. They want to try to put points on the board.
Henning's throw here complete to Kelsey. Travis Kelsey. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelsey, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
Now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You just kind of feel for the defense right now, this deficit. They have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And his throw is going to be incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That passing incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Tua on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down, and the Chiefs defense comes up with a stop. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. A first throw down for the backup Mahomes. Rolling to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got a man, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Sanders on for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. Play-action throw deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And the Dolphins are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, this game was already decided, Charles, let's be honest. But now another feather in the cap of this defense as they pick them off for the second time.
You're right about that. Things have been going pretty well for them, to put it mildly. But they're still out there hunting for big plays and get another one right there.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw no. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Mahomes now on first down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Keon Crossett. Oh, my goodness, CD. I mean, this defense just continuing to dominate. They're really dominating on both sides of the ball, but for the defense, that's now 3 interceptions for him here in this ball game.
And what a great teaching tape for this defensive coordinator, right? When they go back and review this game, what does he always tell us that he preaches to his team? We're going to lead the league in effort. Well, they're doing that in this game as well as making big plays.
Here we go.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Red, yellow.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. We're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts throwing right away. Buying time, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
So an early wake-up call there leads to a quick 2nd and long. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amali Hooker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he muffs it. And he'll be set up a good field position here as he gets this up past the 40-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Shreds him with a stiff arm, and he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. That's his first catch of the game, and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed yards and wound up getting big yards on that play.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run forward with Sanders. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. Sanders is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in after report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
Hurts will throw. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, 1 up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make the statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Let's go now.
1st and 10 and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Henry up the middle. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down, it's Willis. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
We can make this look pretty simple. Walked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked it down to force a 4th down?
Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. going to lose yardage here. Brandon Graham, great pursuit there, getting the tackle for loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. To throw, here's Willis. They'll wind up getting just a yard. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Willis. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Going on 4th down, here's Willis. Looking to tackle once, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Okay, ready? Go!
They'll turn to Sanders, and he will get into the end zone. And it's now a 2-score game as the lead moves to 9. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Play action, Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Henry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now Willis on 3rd down. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
No, they should have already said punt it, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
They'll run for it with Henry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Come on.
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. To throw, here's Willis. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And that's complete to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. that's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Both these teams making their final halftime adjustments. We're just about ready to get back to football. So for the call of the second half, we get back up to Philadelphia and Brandon Gott.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think they get back in balance. It'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. And it's fielded at the 34. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. Second down, back to Sanders. And he'll be stopped at the 46. Gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard, the tight end. On the move past the 40. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Here's Hurts to throw. And that is incomplete. So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They begin with Henry. Oh, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. 10 carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Willis to throw. He completes it to Henry. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Willis now off play action. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Eagles are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder, because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Christian Fulton. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They'll run it again with Henry. And this time not quite to the 30. He'll be down at the 31-yard line. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Okay, great.
Inside handoff, Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here. And brought in downfield by Burks. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Now a handoff to Henry. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Willis now off of play action. And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Henry will take this into the end zone for a Titans touchdown. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical. All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 34. 40 yards on the ground for him so far. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession. So they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
On third down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a fourth down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. Giving to the big tight end on third. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on fourth. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
When a drive goes this long, you have to give a lot of credit to the guys up front, those big fellas, because the offensive line is putting something together that allows them to continue to control the ball. I know a lot of people think they get fatigued on a long drive. Actually, a lot of times the reverse happens. They actually get energized because they're controlling the ball and they're the ones dictating to the defense.
Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll be their 2nd, so 1 more chance to stop the clock here. And we'll be back. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's across for a late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
And the Titans are going to recover the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very slow possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an outside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal. Win all your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
Waco Drive, Smoking Texas, chopped up, not slopped up.
So why would I play with this shit every time when I play for this shit? So I gotta go get it. Gotta stay tall as attacking the wall. Ain't coming up short, I don't fuck with no nigga. Straight out the club, I just landed in Cali. There's something in the soul that I wanted to take it. Got at the club, break it down like the pigeon. You see what I'm saying? And I can't just beat it. This shit I got changed, I might have to go watch. I rap this shit every day that I got it. I know they watching, so I gotta watch. R.I.P. Penny, this same little spot. Hey, next time that nigga go turn up the notch. Time get the ticking, don't look at the clock. Flow like a boat, hit a lick on the yacht. I was one with the waves and the rest of the rock. They bragging and shit, but it feel like a championship after so many miles. I'm about to damage this shit, they gon' wonder what happened. And this ain't no time. They said that they static and shit, we about to get active, and it ain't as I am today. Not with their arrogant shit, but it's hard to be humble when coming from my side of town. I was stuck in the rain and shit. He said you never change and shit. I was always the blame and shit. Don't know how to explain the shit. I was saying the same with this. They say I ain't the same with this. Had to put in the pain in this. I'ma fuck up the game with this. Cut me up, they been fiending for more of me. Gotta turn up them people who notice me. Nigga tripping, must think it's a war on me. Fuck the vibe, I go off what you showed me. Threw me hands on the books, they were loading me. Put a bullet, big fence, it ain't over me. I was stuck in that freezer with no degrees. Gotta show 'em till it ain't no more to see. Hey, they ain't know I'm a heavyweight. I say R.I.P. Nate, I'm a regulate. Listen, no why I'm sitting on record straight. Can you picture me praying for the every day? Kicking me out, kick me out, ain't no better ways. Rifle rap on the block for a easy day. See a dollar and won't even hesitate. Keep the gangsta all over my resume. Like what we want, Joey, want you let us pray. Wear a plate, I'ma eat like a nigga ate. Smoking Texas, go ahead, but I meditate. I can't fuck with the fake and the separate. Bagging and regulate. I'm the bomb, they been trying to detonate. Never playing this bitch, I'ma catch a case. On the west, on the place where the record stay. You gon' make it, my nigga, just hold on. Pop a chiller, then I get my whole day long. Got it hot in this bitch like a slow-mo. Ask the silence, the nigga, hold it slow. See, I'm in the work when I didn't have a chance. You ever step but don't dance, dance. Knowing this wasn't even playing the plan. But that type of shit go with man to man. Nigga, I was a problem here. There wasn't no more respect when I got it here. Nigga blitz the wall when I get shot in here. Going cut off the heater, it's hot in here. Who was you, I won't even acknowledge here. When you deep in that water, you gotta swim. Put it out on the line for my mama knew. Then went back to the block for a scholarship. I was deep in the rain and shit. He said you never change and shit. I was always the blame and shit. Don't know how to explain the shit. I've been going insane with this. They say I ain't the same with this. Had to put a little pain in this. I'ma fuck up the game with this. Cut me up, they been fiending for more of me. Gotta turn up them people who notice me. Nigga tripping, must think it's some more on me. Fuck the vibe, I go off what you showed me. Threw me out in the books, they were loading me. Put a bullet, big fence, it ain't over me. I was stuck in that freezer with no degrees. Gotta show 'em till it ain't no more to see.
Trap stars, OG Ross,
Play like this.
Waco Tron, chopped up and not slopped up.
Let's take 'em back, I would never behave. Whenever I got it, the West got the craving. I told 'em I been in that field like a rave. Give me some money, that be on the daily. Lock up the corner, they thinking I'm Bailey. Had to get to it, they thought I was lazy. Got me a biscuit, but didn't get the gravy. Chopper equipped, got this shit from the Navy. Swap on the line, he gon' go for the bait. Follow that bitch to wherever he stay. Come through the door, put the stick in his face. Ripping his collar, take me to the safe. Quit trying to pray, cause I couldn't find the words. Head in the cloud, but I couldn't find the birds. Stay out my lane, I've been urging the swerves. You gotta excuse me, they just struck a nerve. Swear I've been there and I ain't going back. Can you give me 2 minutes? I gotta explain. My situation, a perfect example. I slip on the floor, now I'm used to a plane.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at Highmark Stadium in upstate New York.
Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Tennessee Titans and the Buffalo Bills. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. don't get it, and now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick unsuccessfully.
They'll run on first down with Singletary, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
I'm darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. First and 10, it's Willis. This will go to Henry out wide. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. Here's a 2nd and 7 now from their own 7. Willis. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, was to spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Henry. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Willis with it on 3rd and 1. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Willis looking to throw on first down. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Haven't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he was trying to run through the entire defense if it meant reaching that marker. 44
4 yards rushing for him on their opening drive of the contest, and it's now 1st and goal. We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, Titans in possession of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Derrick Henry. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Titans go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And it's now a 7-0 game. Send this one away after the touchdown. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Kevin Farley. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25.
You know you talk to them folk. This nigga sinking the boat. Cut him must think I'm a hoe. I'ma just give him some more. That nigga lying. Act like they want you to shine, but hating they make it they mind. They be all the time. Somewhere on the grind, somewhere that ain't easy to find. I never whined or took me a seat on the pine. Them feelings I put them aside. Go with your move, somebody gon' die. Shit, I just pray that my nigga don't try. Your heart probably was hate from the start. Planning and pick them apart. Look at the art. Trip over any remark, and I'm diving right next to a shark. Give it a spark. Look out the door, see the park is ugly when you in the dark. Passing by Clark, smoking big Texas. I thought to myself how I make it this far. Say, hey, pick up the pace. No umbrella, I stick up the place. Matter of fact, go and switch up the base. Moving silent at night with the clay. Wanna make it this day out the way. Wherever you at, better pray. Cause I promise today is the day. When I slide, I ain't playing it safe. Hey, pick up the pace. No umbrella, I stick up the place. Matter of fact, go and switch up the base. Moving silent at night with the clay. Wanna make it and stay out the way. Wherever you at, better pray. Cause I promise today is the day. When I slide, I ain't playing it safe. 40 clock still on my waist. Pick up his face, hop in the straight, pick up the pace. What I'm gon' pick up today? I'm having 40 clock still on my waist. Pick up his face, hop in the straight, pick up the pace. What I'm gon' pick up today? 40 clock still on my waist. Pick up his face, hop in the straight, pick up the pace. What I'm gon' pick up today? I'm having M's, I need a safe. 100K what I pick up from Chase. I'm paying taxes, I need a trace. Ain't no relaxing, taking up space. Niggas be Rico, I fuck with Ace. But I ain't snitching, ain't nothing to say. Niggas finito, made like Carlito. My shooters Chico, treat 'em
like free throws. Talking digits, I know how to decode. Know how to reload. Commas that come out the 3 O's. Most niggas come around the freeload. They get exposed to they hoes. Gangsta forever, we talking umbrellas. I got one of them in the rose. Don't care if it rain, we still make a flame. So fuck niggas, stay on your toes. Don't know how to stop, only go. I'll stop and drop when we roll. In this life, only one that I know. Hey, pick up the pace. No umbrella, I stick up the place. Matter of fact, go and switch up the base. Moving silent at night with the clay. Wanna make it and stay out the way. Wherever you at, better pray. Cause I promise today ain't the day. When I slide, I ain't playing it safe. Hey, pick up the pace. No umbrella, I stick up the place. Matter of fact, go and switch up the base. Moving silent at night with the clay. Wanna make it and stay out the way. Wherever you at, better pray. Cause I promise today ain't the day. When I slide, I ain't playing it. I was coasting. Remember when I used to be the brokest, I was hopeless. And going through it, they'll never notice. Now I'm focused. Won't stop until my pockets on the swollens. Had to show it. The deepest in that freezer, I'm the coldest. What you saying? My mama know I'm G, but that was not part of the plan. Nobody showed me shit, I taught myself to be a man. Gotta watch them cause I know they watching me like I'm the man. Now I'm the man.
Oh love, one time for the real young G's out there holding it down, man. See you getting it how you live. Yeah, watch them haters though, my G, cause they get it how they live too. Hate away, you hear me? Yeah, one time like this here, big Texas style, Waco Tron, smoking Texas, chopped up, not slopped up.
I was coasting. Remember when I used to be the brokest? I was coasting. Remember when I used to be the... I was coasting. Remember when I used to be the brokest? I was hopeless. And going through it, they'll never notice. Now I'm focused. Won't stop until my pockets swollen. Had to show it. The deepest in that freezer, I'm the coldest. What you saying? My mama know I'm G, but that was not part of the plan. Nobody show me shit, I tell myself, you're man. Gotta watch them cause I know they watching me like I'm the man. Now I'm the man. Can't see the sequel, losing people, this shit driving me insane. I done hit so many funerals, now I'm numb to the pain. Had to cut out my big cutter, he ain't won't go great. No nigga tell me nothing, you know how far that came. Texas, it's a blessing, smoking, choking like a train. Been a G since I was born in 2020, might remain. I can't let nobody play me, so I keep one in the brain. Must be kin to Robert Ory, that's how quick these niggas change. Situations, I'm to blame. Hold up, hey, let me explain. About to go and hit a lick, I'm crashing out behind the stain. On my way straight out the gutter, know this shit won't be the same. Had to do this for my baby.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the great state of Tennessee at Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tennessee Titans. Randy Bullock has us all set, and we are underway from Nashville, Tennessee. It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Now Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Here's Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken. A effort by him.
They're plotting a defensive strategy.
My mama know I'm G, but that was not part of the plan. Nobody showed me shit. I taught myself to be a man.
Kick side.
Watch them 'cause I know they watching me like I'm the man. Now I'm the man. One time for the Waco OGs out there, man, on the block. I see you boys. Yeah. Smoking Texas. Waco Tron.
After all, they're basically from the other second mile. First sideline lead.
When you're a capable runner, oftentimes your quarterback coach, your offensive coordinator,
I say hold up a second, let me put this on your mind. I ain't got your back and he ain't even got a spine.
steady field
For Jefferson, picked by Fire at the 5-yard.
and this ball winds up.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Henry up the... Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit in the same spot again.
We'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. First and 10, Willis. Dancing to his left. And a big watch here as he's taken down. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. Another try after the first down sack. Willis. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Willis, fourth down here. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got him in, complete. Touchdown, Titans. Traylon Burks, 58 yards. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Bullet good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. And how about this decision? Tie game first half, but here's an onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just in time.
And this is caught at the 20. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins throw pulled in by Jefferson. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run with Cole. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Cousins. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to have a short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd and 9, Willis. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling.
Big Texas style. Waco Tron. Smoking Texas.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. And right side, Henry's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And that's a nice throw right there. And I'll tell you what I've seen in recent times and actually watched a presentation in the offseason from a college offensive coordinator that showed about 10 different drills that he runs with his quarterbacks to show them how to get out of the pocket, how to get comfortable when they're doing so, and to make plays under that type of duress. That's an example of what we're seeing the colleges deliver to the NFL.
Draw play. This is Henry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 12 more yards there and another first down.
19 Tigers.
They'll run it again with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Going on 4th down, here's Willis. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Chigakakwo as the first half is winding down. And the Titans have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the pressure too much that time as Cousins goes down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. After the sack on first down, Cousins, they'll roll him out right. Lets it fly for Thielen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Final play of the half, Cousins. Airing it out deep for Smith. And the 3rd interception thrown by Cousins. Picked up by Amari Hooker. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. First half in the books. You're watching
adjustments being made in both locker rooms. We're just about ready for the second half. And for the call, let's get you back up to Nashville, Music City, and Brandon God.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter. And Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game. And down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Here's Willis, third and long. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
So one first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on third down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
Fourth down, Willis. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
Make sure you stay chopped up, not slopped up.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Willis on 1st and 10. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. There he goes, left side. Shoves him aside. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Following the interception, Cousins. And this ball is caught by Irv Smith. Touchdown Vikings. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Vikings take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but
then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. 22 yards there, a first down.
A lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this one's great.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Second down, here's Willis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
On third down, Henry. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a fourth down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
4th down, Willis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down. Play action now. Cousins. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Cousins on first down. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the third quarter. Cousins will try and throw. And that is caught for the 2 points. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much. Oh, trying to gauge the sun, and he must have. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to... All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A first down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There's a reason the number 4 was flashing through my mind when he let that one go. 3 touchdowns already in his back pocket. The default's been a great weapon for him in this one. Unfortunately, empty on that attempt.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Again, it's Cousins. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
On 2nd and 15 now. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down. Play fake. Cousins. His throw incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Cousins again. And that's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Open man is Osborne. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation.
Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings will add to their 4th quarter lead. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And he definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
Running from the gun with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as good running gets him to about the 34. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. 1st and 10, it's Willis. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick 6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick 6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
On the jump.
Here's Willis. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Now Cousins. Throw caught there by Osborne. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll run for it. Cook. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Cousins here to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Sleeping time deletes.
Cousins. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Though certainly in a pickle here, they have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
The way it goes. Sometimes you're flush and sometimes you're bust. And when you're up, it's never as good as it seems. And when you're down, you never think you're going to be up again. But life goes on. Remember that. Money isn't real. It doesn't matter. It only seems like it does. Seems like it does.
it's about having a 360 approach to this because we want to be able to leave something great out there. I just want to be a good role model and a good influence